Hello Nintendo fans, and I am here to bring you a top 10 of my top 10 favorite legendary Pokemon. And note, this is entirely opinionated, and I'd like you to put your top 10 down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and here's my top 10. At number 10, we have Heatran, the legendary Pokemon of the volcano. I have this at this level because I just like its typing, and I know it may or may not be considered a legendary, but I consider it one. It has pretty decent defense stat, and depending on its nature, it can have a pretty good speed stat. And, well, it also has a pretty cool design overall, and I also really like Gen 4, and that's the generation this is from. And at number 9, we have Dialga. And this is here solely because it is one of the only dragon types that has a steel typing, so it can take on fairies easily. And yeah, it's also a Gen 4 Pokemon. Like I said, I love Generation 4, and this is probably one of the better designed Pokemon of that generation. And at number 8, we have Mewtwo, the Generation 1 Legendary. Now, I didn't put any pictures of its Mega Forms, although they do have the highest stats of all Pokemon, aside from Mega Rayquaza, because it has the same stats. And its design is pretty simplistic, but yet it's fairly hard to replicate on any circumstance, and its stats are amazing, has a great move pool, and I love using this Pokemon. Now at number 7 we have Raikou, and it's on here purely for nostalgic reasons. When I first played Heart Gold, which was one of my first Pokemon games, this was the first legend I ever caught. And I caught it in the Heal Ball no less, and I just love how its design is, and I really hope I can get to use one more often than I already do. And I hope that my Omega Ruby starts working better again so I can use a good one. So, at number 6 we have Palkia. This one is also here for pure nostalgia from when I played Pokemon Pearl, which was the first Pokemon game I actually beat. Now, I know this one doesn't have as good a stats as Dialga, but it's here for nostalgia. So, yeah. I also love its design. It's simplistic, but yet not too simplistic. It's quite a cool Pokemon if you think about it. At number 5, we have Groudon. Now, I put Groudon on here mainly because of its primal form. I mean, I love the Pokemon because of its drought ability. It can use certain moves all in one move because of it, but with Groudon, its primal form, as shown here, it has a resistance completely to water, and water does not hurt it whatsoever, and it has really good defense and special attack. At number 4 we have Tornadus. This is here just because I love the design of the Pokemon. I mean, right now it's the Genie form, which I really don't care for, but I use this Pokemon a lot in Omega Ruby. And, yeah, in its other form I call it the Beautiful Birdie. And just look at that thing, it's beautiful. That's the only reason I like this Pokemon. It's such a unique design compared to everything else. And its stats are decent, but not the greatest. So, here is number 3. We have Rayquaza here. This is here because I like the Dragon typing more than the Psychic typing that Mewtwo has. And it has a slightly better move pool than Mewtwo because Dragon type attacks tend to hit harder than Psychic types. So, also its Mega form is a lot more fleshed out than Mewtwo, so it looks a lot cooler, it looks more like a Asian dragon, and its stats seem to be a little bit more evened out than Mewtwo's. At number 2 we have Yveltal. This is here because its special move that it has, Oblivion Wing. It heals itself, and it's one of the few legendaries that's signature move can do that. Also, I think its design looks really cool, and yeah, Generation 6 is actually one of my favorites because of the legendaries in it. So, here is number 1. It is Xerneas. Xerneas is here because it is the only one Pokemon that can counteract most of the major legendaries because of their dragon typing. This is pretty overpowered because this is basically the god of all Pokemon aside from Arceus. Now, granted, Dialga can beat it, but that's just about it. So, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Happy gaming.